A stock is worth $100 in the morning, and by lunchtime, it's $105. By evening, maybe $98. The company didn't build a new factory at noon. So what on earth is moving that number, second by second, all day long? By the end of this episode, you'll never look at a flashing ticker the same way again. A share price changes constantly, yet the actual company behind it barely changes minute to minute. The factories are the same, the staff are the same. So what's moving the price? The answer: it's not the company, it's people. Let's sit with the mystery for a moment. A share price flickers up and down every second the market is open, yet the company behind it barely changes minute to minute. If the company isn't changing, what is moving the price? The answer unlocks everything. It's not the company moving the price, it's people. Buyers and sellers making decisions. Here's the first big secret. People assume a company controls what its own shares are worth. It does not. The bosses can't declare, "Our share is worth $500 today." The price is set entirely by the buyers and sellers trading among themselves. A definition worth remembering. A share is worth exactly what someone else is willing to pay for it right now, not what the company says, not what it should be worth. So, how do strangers arrive at a price? Picture the stock market as one giant auction, running every second it's open. Buyers call out the highest price they'll pay. Sellers state the lowest they'll accept. The moment they agree, a trade happens. Shares change hands, and that number becomes the newest price. What you see on screen is simply the price of the most recent trade. Underneath the auction is one engine that drives every price move: supply and demand. When more people want to buy than sell, buyers compete and bid the price up. When more want to sell than buy, sellers compete and accept lower prices, and the price falls. That constant tug-of-war is the one engine behind every move, from a tiny flicker to a market crash. Zoom in and watch a price form. Buyers post bids, sellers post asks, with a small gap between called the spread. No trade yet. They don't quite agree. Then someone gets impatient and accepts the other side's price. A trade fires, becoming the new last traded price on the screen. Then it repeats thousands of times a second, what we call price discovery. Supply and demand explains how a price moves, but what makes a whole wave of people suddenly want to buy or sell at once? 4 big forces: company news and earnings, expectations about the future, the wider economy, and raw human emotion. Understand these 4, and the market's daily drama has a script you can follow. The first and most direct driver is real news about the company. Strong profits, a hit product, a huge new contract, demand jumps, price rises, weak results, a scandal, a lost customer, people rush to sell, price falls. These are often called the fundamentals. The single most important scheduled event is the earnings report, when a company reveals its profits every quarter, often the sharpest price moves of all. The second driver trips up almost every beginner. Prices reflect not just now, but what people expect to happen. A company can announce record profits and still watch its price fall. If investors expected even bigger profits, merely great is a disappointment. The good news was already baked into the price. That's why traders say, buy the rumor, sell the news. The third driver zooms out to the whole world. Interest rates, inflation, the overall economy, and the health of an entire industry all shape demand. Then there are big external shocks, wars, elections, pandemics, that ripple through almost every stock at once, dragging good and bad companies down together. Sometimes the tide of the wider world moves, and it carries every boat with it. The fourth driver is the most powerful and the least logical: fear and greed. When greed takes over, People pile in, pushing prices far above sensible value. When fear takes over, people panic sell, crashing the price below any reasonable value. The proof emotion is at work. The very same news can send a price soaring one month and tumbling the next, purely because the market's mood changed. That emotional tide becomes powerful when it spreads. Humans are herd animals. Rising prices attract more buyers, pushing prices even higher, attracting even more buyers, and a bubble inflates. Falling prices frighten people into selling, pushing prices lower, scaring more people into selling, and a crash spirals. Recognizing the herd and learning not to blindly follow it is one of the most valuable skills an investor can develop. This leads to one of the most important distinctions in investing. Price is simply what a share trades at right now, set by the mood of the moment. Value is what the business is genuinely worth, based on its profits, assets, and prospects. In the short run, these can diverge wildly. Over the long run, price tends to drift back toward value. That gap is the entire opportunity for a thoughtful investor. Let's gather it up. A company doesn't set its own share price. Buyers and sellers do, and a share is worth exactly what someone else will pay. The one engine behind every price move is supply and demand. Four forces drive those decisions: company news, expectations, the wider economy, and raw human emotion. Fear, greed, and herd behavior make prices swing far more than the underlying businesses do. And price, what you pay, and value, what you get, can drift apart. And that gap is where thoughtful investors find opportunity. We've seen the four forces that move a share price, and one of them is big enough to deserve a whole chapter of its own. The wider economy doesn't just nudge a single stock. It can lift or sink almost every stock on the market at the same time. So next, we zoom all the way out, from the individual share to the grand machinery of the economy itself. If this finally made the flickering ticker make sense, supply, demand, news, emotion, and the gap between price and value, please hit that subscribe button. It's completely free, and it's the single biggest way you help this channel grow. See you there.